Today on CityCast Chicago, it's the last part of our summer entertainment, guys, where we show you how to do summertime shy with a plan. And with all the patios, rooftops, and alfresco dining this city has to offer, you really gonna need a plan to get the best bite for your buck out there in the sun. I got the host from one of our favorite food podcasts here to tell us what we need to know, including a couple indoor spots that just feel like summer. It's Thursday, June 22nd. I'm Jacoby Cochran, and this is what Chicago's talking about. Dario, welcome back to CityCast.
Man, appreciate you, Jacoby, man. Love to be on this show. Love the show, man. How you doing?
Hey, I love you too, my boy. I appreciate you being back. One of the staples of Summertime Shy, goes without saying, is just how much good food we have. When you're looking for like an outdoor dining experience, you know, what are your must-haves? What makes a good outdoor meal experience for you?
Man, look, honestly, the vibe is everything. The food is obviously, the main part where you come from. But like, if the vibe is off, man, the food gonna taste bad. You know what I mean? So I need, you know how that goes.
Okay, so when you say vibe, is it music? Is it the art on the walls? Is it the setup and how like the layout of the restaurant? What are some of those make or breaks for you when you talk about the vibe?
Yeah, the music can't be too loud. I don't want it to be overbearing because when I'm going out, I want it to be me and whoever I'm out with. I'm okay with streetcars going by. That's the vibe of Chicago. Maybe a siren here and there. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I want to leave this place and go to another spot, even though I'm not going to do it. I just want to feel like the party going to continue. You know what I mean?
I feel that. So what ruins a sort of alfresco moment for you? Because you don't mind being outside, obviously. You don't mind the cars going by, the conversation from the street. But what can ruin that experience for you?
Other people, man. If you're there and your vibe is off, man, because like you could sit down and you could see somebody complaining or something like that, and just or somebody saying the food ain't this and food ain't that. Okay, the food might not be the best, but don't ruin it for everybody else, man. But also the restaurant, the people that work there, they have to know that Summertime Shy is what we live for. This is brunch. This is outdoors. Y'all don't ruin it either. Be happy. You know what I mean? Be happy. Come to work, ready to work. You know what I mean? This is Chicago. It's the greatest city on earth, man. Summertime Shy for a reason. Why are you ruining it? Come on.
All right. Well, let's start at the beginning of the day. Where are the patios or the rooftops? What are your options for like a good outdoor breakfast or brunch?
Man, look, so check it out. Home Slice, man. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but Home Slice, so obviously pizza, but they have this dope beer garden. And if you want like the vibe of Chicago, this has it, right? You got the train right there. It's colorful. You got the wood patios hanging all over the place. You know what I mean? Like it's just a cool Chicago vibe. Exactly what I'm talking about. People are drinking, having fun. That's one place I definitely would.
And that's
recommend.
in what, like the Sheffield neighbors over on
Yes.
like what am I thinking? Like Lakeview,
Lakeview.
DePaul area.
Yep.
Okay.
Right over there. Yeah, right over there. And then again in Lakeview, cool spot to go. It's indoors, but I know you want outdoors, but this is such a family diner. Sarah and I've been going to it since we started dating, and S&G is the place we're talking about. They have the best skillets. So if you want something that's like you country skillet, you want the porky skillet, whatever you want, you go crazy there. I'm gonna give you one more indoor spot, and don't kick me off the podcast.
No, it's okay because I actually like this. We're talking a little outdoor, but it's also summertime meals, things you like enjoying. So you got a couple outdoor, couple indoor, but so far for like a good patio in Chicago, Home Slice, whether it's pizza, whether it's beer garden, but for a good breakfast, right now your heart is taking you indoors.
Yes, my heart is taking me indoors, and I'm gonna take you out to Bronzeville, right across kitty corner from the Hill Washington Cultural Center, Peaches. And they do brunch. I'm gonna start you off at the top. They got peach flavored coffee, and from there it just gets better, man. Like the food is just good, the vibe is good. They got 90s music playing.
They don't have seating like right outside the door. I feel like one of those, is it Peaches or is it
not Peaches?
Okay, I'm thinking of Chicago waffles.
Yes,
chicken and waffles.
Yes, Chicago chicken and waffle, also in Bronzeville. And a fun fact about that was a safe haven for Black folks way back in the day, a la the Green Book. So if you want to go support multiple things, go ahead, go there too.
All right. So you got a couple of breakfast summer restaurants for us all the way up in Lakeview with some great skillets at S&G. And then you're bringing us down to Bronzeville for Peaches. And if you do want to sit outside for a nice breakfast, you can head over to the Chicago Home of Chicken and Waffles, where they got a few outdoor seating options for you as well.
Yes.
Lunch is maybe one of the most casual meals you can have outdoors. What are your top choices for outdoor lunchtime?
Man, look here. If you want to have like a picnic or anything like that, man, just hit up any one of Chicago's parks. Honestly, it's like the vibe. You're gonna see people out there barbecuing. You might be able to jump in their lunch and take a link or two. You know what I mean? But you can sit on a lot of the water, and specifically Jackson Park and Marquette Park. Those two parks are just gorgeous in the summertime. Also, Washington Park. It's just got that nice vibe. It's right over there by the University of Chicago.
Do you have like a secret spot in one of these places where you go? Like, what's your favorite park and what's your like low key spot when you get there?
Man, look, you could go to Jackson Park and pretty much do everything you want to do. You could, if you're a golfer, you can go golfing. If you want to play tennis, you can play tennis. If you just want to just chill out there, you know what I mean, and just lean back, you could do that. That's probably my favorite. But if I had to pick another one, I would say any one of the parks that have a lagoon. So like if you think about like Washington Park, you think about Humble Park, you know what I mean? You got Marquette. Though they all have like these nice lagoons and things like that you could just sit in and just take it in. It takes you away from Chicago, even though you're still in Chicago.
Yep. So if you're out Jackson Park looking out on the lake, what's in your picnic basket? I just went out to Ravinia for the weekend, and I got like a new picnic backpack. Yeah. So I had the wine in there. I had a little cheese in there. I made some sandwiches. I had some gummy worms. Boy, I had the whole thing. Ginger ale. We had a whole picnic up there before we got to see Lauryn Hill. Is there a takeout spot that you like to order and then go eat it outside?
Honestly, if you are out, let's say you're over in Oakland, right? The Oakland neighborhood. You're so close to Cleo's. If you go there and you get the 24 karat gold cornbread, you get your wings, and you could just sit out there right there on the lake, and because it's a quick drive and you are chilling. But also, if you want something that's also really cool, you go all the way out south to Pullman, Richard's Ice Cream. Man, look, they got some of the best ice cream I've ever had.
It's premium for a reason.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but what people sleep on is they got some good food, man. Like the burger, oh my goodness. Grab that. You sit out there in front of their lawn and just eat, man. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, bro.
What's a seasonal spot on your list that you know you gotta wait until the weather break for you to get to enjoy it?
Man, look, this is gonna sound so cliche, but for the people that are not from Chicago, Mario's, my brother. Come on. It is such a, like, no matter how hard I try to pull away from saying Mario's off the top of the dome, it is just one of those things when you have it, it takes you back to like a childhood, a memory, a vibe, and everything is authentic fruits and things like that, and that you drink from it. It is, I'm telling you, you can't miss it. The line is around the block the moment they open up in the summertime. So just go there.
Mario's Italian Lemonade is in Little Italy off Taylor Street between Carpenter and Aberdeen. And like Dario said, you can't miss it. I had this spot when I was a kid off of 92nd and Ashland called Dan's Hot Dogs. Yes. And it was a spot that did not open up until late May, mid-May, late May. And it was simple: burgers, hot dogs, milkshakes. But I don't know, something about that season was something about that. I can't get this for 6 months out the year that just made that hot dog hit different every single time. Made the milkshake just taste a little bit better than I could get anywhere else.
I got another one for you. This is it's not really food related, but it's Navy Pier. Okay, so hear me out, because a lot of people are like, wait, what, Navy Pier? No, so they have this thing called the night market, and night markets happen on Wednesday, and in the summertime, Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's going to go through August, and what they are is local shops that come down right there on the pier. You can shop local, and it gives them a bit of advertising. Plus, you can see 77 Flavors of Chicago hosting their Wednesday nights during the summertime.
Get that plug in there. He said, we seasonal too down at the pier.
You know, come on, see us, man. We got a sign and everything. We official.
What's up, Chicago? It's Jacoby. On CityCast Chicago, we work to spread the news on all things Chicago, but we want to pass the mic over to you. Do you have a message to spread, a cause, a business, maybe a dope event? CityCast Chicago reaches the locals who care most about what's going on around town. Your ad would reach some of the most engaged human beings in and around Chicago. Our listeners are the first to try new restaurants and venues. They're out and about, they're politically engaged, and they definitely socially active. So get your message out to them right now with an ad right here on CityCast Chicago podcast. Learn more at chicago.citycast.fm/advertise or email us at ads@citycast.fm.
This episode is brought to you by FX's The Bear. The hit series returns with Jeremy Allen White in the Golden Globe-winning role of Carmy. He and the team will transform their family sandwich shop into a next-level spot, all while being forced to come together in new ways as they confront their past and reckon with who they want to be in the future. FX is The Bear. All episodes streaming June 22nd, only on Hulu.
Food festivals are a great option for getting around the city of Chicago, getting into a different neighborhood. What's your plan of attack for a food festival? Because, obviously, pacing is key. You show up to a burger fest and eat like 3 burgers off the back.
You're done early.
You ain't even passed 3 stations yet.
Man, just first of all, the first plan of attack is go into it with patience. You know what I mean? Just go, because these food fests are going to be packed. The lines are going to be long. It's going to be hot outside. Keep you cool. That's the first thing. Maybe put something that you haven't been, just a venture out. Go to a neighborhood you haven't been. Try those first because that's going to give you a new experience. There's the Burger Fest over there in
Roscoe Village.
Roscoe Village, yes, thank you. Roscoe Village, which is fantastic.
That is where I overdid it. I hit the first 2 stations, 2 burgers. Now I'm just out there for an hour and a half lugging around.
Yeah. So you're going to be out early. But then Pilsen, you know what I mean? Like you can go down to Pilsen and you can do the Taco Fest over there on 18th Street, man. So there's a bunch of different things that you could do. Just pace yourself, plan it out. We didn't plan anything last year. we didn't plan anything. We were doing 3 festivals in a day sometimes. And that's just not the way to go, man. Trying to capture content, trying to eat, trying to stay cool and not stink.
So what's going to be the festival that gets you out of your neighborhood this summer? What's the new one you're looking forward to?
Man, there's a new one out in that's from LA. It's called EatCon, and it's the first year that they've done it here in Chicago, and we're looking forward to that. The tickets just went on sale, I think, for the Chase Sapphire Club members, but tickets will be on sale soon for everybody. But it's very interesting because you got a lot of Chicago flavors here, but then you also have people from restaurants from Texas and New York and LA, all over the country.
So it's not just like a New York style restaurant in Chicago pulling up. It's a New York restaurant sending people to Chicago.
Yeah. You got Texas. Texas is going to be there. New York's going to be there. You got LA, I believe St. Louis, and I could be missing several others. But yeah, you get different cities are going to be here.
EatCon. I'm reading the exact name with the dozen E's that they got thrown in the beginning of that. But I like that sort of a country fair, a world's fair of sort of American cuisine back in Chicago. I'm enjoying that. We can't talk about summer without talking about happy hours, right? But an outdoor happy hour is on a whole nother level. Where you headed for some after work drinks or some midday relaxer?
Man, Recess over in Pilsen Yards, man. Like it's a spot that we haven't talked about a lot, but man, if we're trying something new, Chicago, like CityCast listeners, we trying something new. This one is fun, man. Like another one that's really cool is and y'all probably gonna be like, why are you sending them there, man? But it's in the Loop at Willis Towers, aka Sears Towers for the Chicagoans, but Kindling Cookout. If you go there, they have a dope happy hour. The venue is beautiful, right there at the base of Willis Tower. But also they're opening up, and I think it's going to be ready for summertime. They opened up a second rooftop bar, which is going to take you onto a rooftop terrace in the Sears Tower, Willis Tower. Y'all can't miss that, man. Like Chef Sawyer is dope there. He's a James Beard Award winner. He's been on Food Network. Very dope vibe, very personable. You'll love the food out there too. So
one thing I do like about Recess, which you mentioned in Pilsen, is it feels in some ways like a little adult playground.
yes,
Like from the different games. I feel like they
Yes.
have like Human Size Connect 4 out there. They got like
Yes.
maybe an inflatable safari going on right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
definitely a spot. And then, you know, I'm a sucker for the Sears Tower. I'm not even gonna lie. It's one of them sort of quote unquote tourist attractions that
Yep.
I'll never get over. I don't really like doing the like lookout glass, like the little glass box they
Right,
get. where you
right.
can look. I can stay.
Yeah.
I can see from some steps behind.
You can
that.
see. You can see
I
back
can see
there.
from some steps, but I have not gone there since they renovated and added new restaurants, just new attractions to try to bring people in who don't work there or who aren't looking to sort of hang over the 159th floor. And so I got to get in there to see what they got going on next.
Yes, you do.
But we got to talk about dinner, right? It might be a little more higher end. Maybe it's a date night. Are there any spots like where you can grab a meal outside and also maybe get a show or some kind of entertainment with it?
Man, look, let me start off by going Item A, fantastic. They got $10 option for old-fashioned. I'm a sucker for old-fashioned whiskey. Oh, my goodness. You give me that, I'm good. But they also got live blues on Thursdays. And, we got to put this out there. I think you know this one, but Bronzeville Winery, man. Like,
Yes.
yeah, Bronzeville
Yes.
Winery. Yeah, if you're trying to do something, man, you can feel bougie classy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, I mean, they just had Dwayne Wade in there serving
know.
wine, so it might just be bougie right now.
bougie, yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. But it's dope. It's a dope vibe, man. I will give you honorable mentions. Probably like this is like a combo. Honorable mention. Okay, so you go to Kingston Mines, right across, kind of down the street a little bit is this fish restaurant.
Parsons Chicken and Fish?
There we go. Parsons Chicken.
You got it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah,
so,
we've been to Parsons. Simone and I and the team have been to the outdoor deck at Parsons.
Yeah, yes, it's fire. Parsons is fantastic. Now, here's the thing about Parsons, and this is a memory that I have. You can go outdoors. The food is good. The fish is good. But I was talking to one of the waitresses there, and they have this dill drink, this dill pickle drink, right? Now, if you're from the South Side or out west anywhere, you know that back in the day, you used to go to a corner store, you get the pickle, you drink the pickle juice. Most people probably still do it anywhere, but
With some Flamin' Hots in it?
Oh, Flamin' Hops. She actually mentioned something that we mentioned on the podcast, and Sarah gave me some crap for it. But it's having a candy cane in the middle of a pickle, and the waitress, she mentioned it, and I must have gave her a hug. I was like, thank you for validating everything that I am. So I appreciate it. But yeah, she knew it. So I bring that up to be like, hey man, they know what they're doing over there.
Nah, it's a staple. It's a
It is.
staple. Candy cane
It
and
is.
pickle with some pickle juice
know?
and some Flamin' Hots. Those are some good ones.
For the brothers that's listening to this, you might be like, "What are you talking about, man? Come on now." Because if you look at the pictures, they don't look like we should be there. But
Shut up.
but trust me on this, it is fantastic.
That's a lot for
That's
the
a lot.
average Chicagoan. And I'm not going to lie, when I'm trying to think through my weekend plans for restaurants, I'm always left with this feeling of I'm missing something. I'm not hitting something. I'm never going to be able to experience everything that Chicago Summertime Shy has to offer. How do you prioritize what to check out?
So it kind of is a gift and a curse because I prioritize going places I haven't been, right? And that's the beautiful thing about the Summertime Shy, man. It always leaves you wanting more, you know what I mean? And if you don't make it at this point, you'll catch that vibe next year, you know what I mean? Or later on in the year. So I never feel bad. Just try one every other weekend. That's a good clip.
What's your rule on returning restaurants? Do you try something new?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm definitely getting my comfort food. ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to Virtue, for example, and not getting a short rib. So that's not happening. But I always try to try something different because you know it's not always work with us, but people look for us for food recommendations, and we don't want to keep giving the same stuff out. You know what I mean? So if we do go to like a place like Virtue, for example, you want to have the wide array of options for people.
The palate has grown.
The palate has grown, my brother, and so I'm trying everything, man.
Hey, Sarah is here even when she's not here. Dario
definitely is.
Durham is one half of the amazing podcast, 77 Flavors of Chicago. Dario, thank you for joining us on CityCast once again.
I love CityCast. Love you, Kobe.
Hey, love you too, boss. That's the last installment of our summer entertainment guides. You can go back and check out our episodes about Pride events and music festivals and visit chicago.citycast.fm for some more fun summer guides from Hey Chicago newsletter editor Sydney Madden. The one about frozen trees might be my favorite. But hey, one big summer event we still got to cover. Yes, the NASCAR event race in downtown Chicago next weekend. And I need to hear from you. Head to the show notes to take our poll or text or leave us a voicemail at 773-780-0246. Leave your name, your neighborhood, and tell us how you feel about the race. You loving it? You hating it? Hey, if you looking forward to it and want to share some tips, reach out to us. We might feature your response on the podcast, or we might just hit you up. That's 773-780-0246. Before I let you go, a little bit of news, y'all. Mayor Brandon Johnson's pension working group is set to meet for the first time this week. Currently, the city's 4 major pensions are severely underfunded. What the hell that mean? Go back and listen to our episode with Dr. Amanda Cass, who breaks this down for us. The temporary Bally's Casino at Medina Temple is quickly coming together, with officials hoping for a late summer open. It still needs an official license from the Illinois Gaming Board. For a quick look inside the 3-level facility, check out the link in the show notes. I drop an article from my friend Jamie over at Block Club. Here's some good news. This Saturday, celebrate World Refugee Day at Foster Beach Park all day. There'll be a community picnic, performances, and a soccer tournament. As always, I appreciate you for listening. I'm here tomorrow with a look back on some stories from the week. I'll talk to you then. Peace. I don't know whose job it is to go through that and to like mark down the restaurants and put them into a list, but I appreciate them and the work that they do.